If you want to know how big this truck is, you have to compare it to an 18-wheeler, and we are now side by side with one. Good morning, guys. Let's go, Brandon.
Brandon, you awesome.
And welcome to the channel. Let's jump into this upload. We are at the DMV PennDOT here because I'm going to get all the paperwork I need to get this truck in my name here in PA and have it all be legal and good to go. Now, I don't expect any issues, but I normally don't have to do this. Normally, when I buy a new car, everything is done for you. And even when I buy a used vehicle, it's normally in PA already. I have rarely had to actually do anything when I get a new car. The cool thing is at PennDOT, everyone loves the truck so far. Everybody, like, people are loving it. And then, you know, I'll drop it down a little bit or raise it up and people are like, holy crap. So that's fun. But yeah, we are at PennDOT. I don't expect any issues because it should be fine. But I don't normally have to do anything when I buy a new vehicle. Like when I buy a vehicle brand new, well, the dealership does all that for you and it's easy because you're already in PA or it's a new vehicle. A used vehicle, normally same thing. I buy at a dealership and that's all taken care of. And it's never out of state. So for this truck, I do have to, there are a few extra steps, but it's nothing crazy, and I think it should go pretty well. Everything is in order, and well, I'll go in there and might take 4 or 5 hours, but I'll be back.
3 hours later.
Okay, well, minor issue here at the DMV. So let me grab the camera and explain everything going on here. So like I said, normally I don't have to do this, so it's not something I often worry about. But when you buy a new vehicle in PA, you have to get a title, like with any state, I would assume, and you have to register the vehicle in this state. To do that, you have to have a few things. You have to have insurance, you have to have your paperwork in order, you have to pay a fee, and you have to have the vehicle inspected. That's where our problem is. We have everything else, but we don't have the inspection. And again, normally I buy the vehicle before it's modified illegally, allegedly illegal. It's for sure I can't get it inspected like it is. That's for sure. So yeah, technically I'm banned from driving this truck in PA for right now. It's kind of like a scam, but in PA, if you look at that Volvo there, you see those little stickers on the windshield, you have to have a safety inspection and emissions. Now, oddly enough, being a diesel, I don't actually need the emissions. Every diesel vehicle, you don't have to get an emissions test done on that. So we're good there. We actually, a gas truck, I would have to do that. Diesel, I don't have to, but I do have to get the safety inspection, and that's where we're gonna fail. We're gonna fail that for sure because you have to have, I can see in theory how it is a good idea. You know, you wanna make sure that everyone's vehicle has working brakes or good tread on the tires, working lights. That's all part of the inspection. But when it comes to a truck or a car, you also have to have tires that don't stick out past the wheel wells. The bumper has to be a certain height. The headlights have to be a certain height. And I think that's where we're gonna run into, we're gonna have some of our issues there. So I will have to, I think we can get around the height. I think we're good because I can drop it down. We'll have to get different wheels and tires and then put these back on. Again, normally I don't have to worry about it because I buy it new and then I modify it and do the illegal stuff later on. This truck's already modified, so I'm hitting a minor snag here, and boys, we're banned. If you or someone you know has a set of 350 wheels, I assume they work too, 350 or 450 wheels that you're not using, and I can borrow them or buy them, let me know. I will. And I want to get them on the truck ASAP. So please shoot me a DM, leave me a comment. I'll try to read all of them. But yeah, we're gonna need a new set of wheels for the 450. Oh man, we're banned. We're banned. If you want to get in and out easily.
Oh, let me get that on video. hold on. Good.
You tell me when to drop it.
Go ahead, drop it.
All right, here we go. Makes it easy. 42 1550.
Beautiful.
It goes down pretty quick too.
God.
It's wild.
F450 Platinum.
450 Platinum.
This is pretty everywhere, man.
Thank you so much.
Damn.
So there you go. Even if Pennsylvania doesn't like it, people like it. So we have fun.
I love it. I got an Impala, a 94 Impala on 30s.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah.
Not 40s. But damn, dualies.
It's got like the floater cap, you know, so it stays going down the highway. Stay centered.
All the North 4Gs got them.
It's not all bad, and not all bad news. At least people love this truck, and I can't tell you, like, just going to the DMV, where people are pretty miserable at the DMV, I don't blame them. Just going to the DMV, I had multiple people come up and say, wow, that truck is awesome, we love it. And then they see it go up and down and they freak out. So I really enjoy driving it. I literally never thought that after getting this, that I would choose to drive this over my normal vehicles. It's not bad to drive at all. It's really pretty incredible. Just look at how smooth and nice the truck is. A regular F450 rides rougher than this. Now, they did make some big improvements for the 2020s over the previous, you know, the little update they did in 2020 for it. Same truck underneath, but they made a few improvements, and it's just really nice. Like, you wouldn't, especially like, I know in video it looks big, but you have no idea. Like, until you see this truck in person and you can stand next to it, you don't really know how big it is. And you would be absolutely shocked at how good it drives. It drives like a normal, like if I wasn't 25 feet off the ground, I would think I'm in a freaking Mercedes. 18-wheeler? Hello. The looks they give are great as well, because I'm guessing they don't often see anything even remotely close to being as tall as them on the highway, but Vader is. The bad news for me is my F450 Platinum is illegal and banned right now, but the good news is your F450 Platinum is not illegal and not banned, and you can win that truck. Now, last week for 5 times entries, we gave away a bunch of DeWalt tools. So I guess I didn't realize how loyal people are to their tool brands, because we started a mini war in the comment section on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. So now this week for 5 times entries, we got Milwaukee. So for all you Milwaukee people out there, we got you covered now. So every $1 spent on the website gets you 5 times entries to win that F450 Platinum, not banned, plus 10 grand cash, and you're getting a bunch of stuff in your orders. We're throwing in all this stuff in random orders, so there's a pretty good chance. We have quite a bit. There's a pretty good chance you're gonna find something epic in your order along with whatever you got. The Secured by AR-15 shirt, our last winner, the winner of the Raptor, got that shirt. You have the Malone Labe with the Spartan helmet, AK-47 in white and in black, one of my favorites. Actually, I think now this one is my favorite shirt, more so even than the Come and Take It. Now, I still love this one, it's my original, but this one is just so freaking cool, and you will get compliments everywhere you go. We do have the Come and Take It's, and we have the detail stuff, the car wash concentrate, glass cleaner, wheel and soot cleaner, the best seller right there. You will love that stuff. It works really well. And the detail spray, as well as the newly launched interior cleaner and conditioner. Got the Hurricanes Heroes. Now, all of this stuff that you see that's Hurricanes Heroes, a portion of those proceeds go to the Hurricanes Heroes Fund, great charity that helps out retired military and police dogs that need medical care. And then this is a new one here. Feel your TTs with the twin turbos on the front. Really cool shirt. New 717 diesel fuel coffee, and you guys are loving this too. Now, I'm not the biggest coffee drinker on earth, but I've tried it. It's pretty freaking good. Now, I'm not an expert. I wouldn't know I wouldn't really know a bad coffee from a good one, but that's enjoyable. If you're an expert on coffee, give it a shot, let us know. Got the key tags down here, all the American flags, pull to eject, hearing loss may occur, removed before flight, girls do it better. Great little item to get you entered for like 10 bucks, and then stickers, we have these for 5 and 10 as well. Student driver, Secured by AR-15, some other ones. There is only 10 days left to win this truck plus the cash. Again, only 10 days left for you guys to take home this beautiful, fully loaded F450 Platinum plus $10,000. Everyone makes DMV jokes, but PennDOT isn't bad. I really don't have any horrible experiences with, yeah, the mail's a little slow, but I don't have any bad experiences with actually going to PennDOT. It's been pretty good. The one thing I will say though is, she said, they're loving it. Everyone loves it. She said, well, you know, until you get it inspected and we do all the stuff, you know, you can't drive it here in PA. Did you drive the vehicle here? Me being honest, I said no, and now we can go home. Did make it back home, and I'm sure you're wondering, like, isn't there a way around the inspection thing? And the truth is, you know, it's a system where you basically put little stickers in your window. So yes, many people do make forgeries and people go to shops, and there are some shops that will inspect a vehicle that doesn't actually meet the code. But I really, and I know coming from me, it's kind of funny to say this, but I wouldn't recommend doing that, because then you're in much more trouble than trying to fake it than just not having it. Number one, it's not like a big deal. You get a ticket and you have to get it done. It's not a huge deal. And then you can eventually get your vehicle impounded. I think if you don't do it after a couple of times getting pulled over. I don't want to get a shop in trouble or anyone else in trouble. So I would never fake any of that stuff. And it's better to play by, sometimes you have to play by the rules. So that's what we'll do. And it's not a big, I think that's the only thing that's going to get us is the tires. I think bumper height, we can drop the truck down. That should be fine. As soon as we get the inspection done, we can put the big wheels and tires back on it. And then it's my own problem. Once I get the truck inspected, if I want to make it illegal again, that's my problem, and that's totally fine. But for now, yeah, I'm dead serious. Please, if you have a set of wheels and tires, let me know. Stock, I guess, would fit, or aftermarket, whatever. I'll take whatever, and let's get this truck legal again. That is good stuff. It is a great car to drive. That's what really kind of sucks. It's one of the best cars I've actually ever driven, and I've driven quite a lot, but it's so engaging. I mean, sure, McLarens are great, Lambos are great, Corvettes are great, but this being a manual, the way you feel so connected to the road, the car is so light, the aero is so crazy, like you really feel like you're driving a race car on the street. It's pretty incredible. I would say the most unique car I've driven. It's got kind of like the feel of a Corvette, yet it's also more exotic. So it really doesn't feel like anything else. It truly doesn't. It doesn't feel like a dual clutch car. It doesn't even feel like a manual vet. It's just genuinely very, very different from anything else. If you know what you're looking for and you want a Viper, you will not be disappointed in a 5th gen, because it still gives you all that Viper coolness and quirkiness, but it's also like a nice place to be. Old Vipers were essentially garbage on the inside. It's still a fun car, still a cool car, but garbage on the inside. Not anymore. Look at the way it pulls out of that corner. Just beautiful. Oh, the downshift. You love it. You love it. Great car to drive. Super fun. If I do sell it, I still don't regret buying it. It was great. It was fun. I got to try out a Viper for a while, an ACR, the one I always wanted, and I get to sell it at a profit. Not a bad deal. Now, yes, I would rather have the twin turbo Viper if I had unlimited funds, but even if I don't get to do that, I still think it was a lot of fun. Okay, watch the side pipe, watch the side pipe. This is a 2017 Dodge Viper Snakeskin Edition ACR Extreme, and today I'm gonna list it on Doug DeMuro's Cars and Bids. Yes, that is the truth, because we are not twin turboing the car anymore. I am going to list it. Now, I do have one offer at $300, well, $295, but essentially $300. But I'm gonna list it on Cars and Bids and see what we can do. Now, that's gonna be my reserve, is going to be $295. But the market is really up on these cars, and I think I can get at least that, maybe a little more to the right buyer. This is a great car. 2017, number 18 out of only 31 made, and who knows how many are left. I think I saw on the forums, somebody somewhere who has one of these said 25 of them, but I feel like that's a little low. I would think there'd be more. But yeah, the car is flawless. Yes, I jumped over it, but it's completely flawless. Expel on 3/4 of the car. Very rare. It's got all the books, it's got the manuals, it's got the matching car cover in the Viper bag. It's got literally everything with it that you would ever want, and it's only got 3,100 miles on it, so a little bit higher mileage. There are some that have like 0, and those are the ones selling for like really far into the 300s, but we'll see. If I get it, great. If not, whatever. But yeah, unfortunately, I have decided to sell the car. Financially, it just doesn't make sense for me to twin turbo it. I think it'd be really cool, but I can't always just do what I want. The views were just not there, and I've been on automotive YouTube for 6 years now, long enough to know when a vehicle doesn't do well, and I can literally sense it. I know that some people would say like, oh, trust me, you twin turbo it, it'll do well. Don't think it would. I don't think the excitement around the Viper is there, and that's why probably you haven't seen any other YouTuber do it, because it just isn't cost effective. Now for me, I didn't just do this because like, oh, I wanted it to make money. I was really doing it and thought it'd be super cool, but I simply can't if it doesn't make sense financially. I have to do what makes sense for me. I should have known right away because, you know, I talked about getting the car. The videos of me leading up to getting the car actually did okay. But then the delivery video of the car, which I think was a really cool video, had some really cool shots in it, was exciting. I was excited about it. That video did not bad, but under 300K views. Whereas the delivery of the F450 has almost 600K. So the F450, which is far cheaper than this, about less than a third of the price of this car, did way better, like astronomically better than the Viper did. They're not loved as much. I think maybe on my channel, you know, I'm more of a Corvette channel, so people come here for that. They don't come here for the Viper. But either way, super cool car, but I'm not gonna hang on to it if I'm not gonna do the twin turbos, and I've decided that I'm not. So I hope you guys understand why, and that leaves the door open to do more things with this. And if I'm gonna have a car that I'm not gonna twin turbo, to be honest, I'd rather have, for me, a Lamborghini. And I know that people are gonna be, some people are gonna love that. Then other people will be like, oh no, you know, Lamborghini's so basic, nobody has a Viper ACR. And you're both right. I decided, you know what, let's have some fun. Usually I try to find a buyer and, you know, sell it quietly, but I figured let's put it on Cars and Bids, see what happens. I'm sure that my auction's gonna get sabotaged, like with Stradman and anyone else who on YouTube tries to sell their car on a public auction site. I'm sure it's gonna get ruined for me, but I figured it'd be fun, and I will find a buyer regardless eventually. So that is the big update on the Viper. I know, like all kinds of bad news. My truck's banned, my Viper's getting sold, but yeah, all part of the process, and then I can get the replacement, which I'm pretty sure is going to be, well, a very, very big Lamborghini. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Again, let me know what you think of Vader, the 450. What should we do? And if you do have a set of wheels and tires, or you know someone selling them, please let me know. I'm down, like for real. I want them so I can actually inspect the truck and we can drive it. If you did enjoy, give it a big thumbs up. Take care. Have a great night. I'll see you in the next one.